Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. FANHOME Star Wars, building the Millennium Falcon. In this video, we'll be completing stage 58 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want.
Oh my god.
Analysis.
Scan determines rogue creatures below. Mutated Dalek DNA detected.
Prepare for maximum extermination.
with every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for stage 58. It's a really good shot there. Looks like they've painted on, they've actually done some weathering on there, which I will be doing. Alpha 3 Nimbus class V-Wing. Oh, that guy again. Environmental suit function. So this is a list of the components that come in stage 58, and as always the step-by-step instructions. So we're going to be doing some more plant-on details. So as always, before I begin any build, I like to make sure what it says we're supposed to have here, that we have in here. So let's open her up. Got some whole frames there, 2 pieces. We have some plant-on detail. We've got some black screws, and we've got some silver self-tapping screws. We've got 2-hole connectors and 4-hole connectors, and we've got a piece of hull plating here that we're going to be putting the plant-on detail on. So we've got everything we're supposed to have at this stage of the build. Got our screws, got our screwdrivers, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So to start off, got this piece of outer hull TP18 there, and we've got these this sprue tree of plant-on details. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to take this circle off. And it goes here. It goes here. It's got like a circle, but it's got a flat part on it that matches the circle and flat part on there. So I'm just going to get my glue. I'm going to put some glue on here. Just a generous amount. A little bit in that hole there. And then we match them up, and it sits on like that. Next we get this piece and we trim it off the tree. It's kind of difficult to get to. Yeah. So we get this. See, it's got like a curve to it, and it sits over this pipe here. So I'm just going to spin this around to get its correct orientation, which is this way. And I've got a couple of lugs at the bottom, so I'm just going to put glue on those. I'm just going to push it into place. No, it doesn't seem like it goes that way. It seems like it goes that way. Whoops. Yeah, there. Next is this really small one here. and it fits in there, and it has a D shape to it that allows it to only fit in one way. Trying to work out which way around it goes. Because the way they're putting it in, they're like putting it in that way. You know, that way, rather than the where they got the detailing stuff. Doesn't look like it sits in that way though. See, it's got a... Yeah, that looks upside down, but that's the way they're putting it in. They're putting it in that way round. So I can't see another picture of it. Interesting. Oh yeah, I see another picture of it. Yeah, it does go that way around. It does go that way. So it's very odd that it goes in that way around. Yeah, goes in there like that. In there. The next thing is this square here. And that goes at the side here. It's working which way around it goes, or does it not matter? Doesn't really matter how this goes. Just got to glue the back of it. Lots of glue on my fingers there. Yeah, that goes in there at the front. And then this looks like the last piece there. You see it? Just there. And this goes... It's got a tab on it. There. And it goes, there's a hole there, a tab shaped hole there. So it goes that way around. That's its orientation there. I'm just going to put some glue on the tab. Like that. Fit it in there. Yeah. I'm hoping that will stay there. Now, if we grab TP17, because we're going to put some plant on detail, and this sprue we got earlier, maybe 5 to 10 stages ago that I've kept in a tub with all my other sprues. So first thing we've got to do is got to cut this piece off this circle. And it goes, let me just see, it goes here, it goes there. There is a bit of a thicker D side on there, so it sits there, like that. With the, it's got like a little detail there, and that points outwards. So I'm going to put glue inside here. That just sits on there like that. And then we get this piece here, this long one. Get my sprues the right way around. That would help. Goes on the back here. Just checking its orientation. Yeah, it's kind of got like an arrow on it that's facing that way. And it goes on there like that. So I'm going to glue the pins at the bottom. Looks like it's got screw holes on it. So it goes on there like that. And we've got this plate here. A little bit of flashing on there. Okay. Try and see where this goes. No, this doesn't go on here, it goes on here. It goes on here. It goes there, like that. Which means I need to glue it at the bottom and on that plate there, so I'm going to glue it at the bottom there, and then I'm going to glue on here. It should just slot into place there, into that recess. Just that. Right, let me just zoom out a little bit. So these sprues are finished. We've got to get TP17 and 18. And we've got to fit them together. And they fit together like that to create a corridor. I wonder if it's the corridor to the cockpit, because with that curve there, that could have something to do with the cockpit. I'm thinking. So we're going to have to test fit these because we're not gluing them together at this point. Now this is what we should have. And that completes stage 58 of the build. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.